Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel FusyBots. In today's video, we will going to learn how can you use Git to maintain your projects on clouds. So, if you are any type of software developer, you always require GitHub for maintaining your projects. And if multiple people are working on the same project, then sometimes it becomes very difficult to maintain the Git, and we get across so many errors. So I will address some of the issues you will get when you are working with any Git repository. So let's first start with some basic things. So I have come to create new repository from here. So I will create a new repository, for example test repo 1, kind of this. I will make it private for now. I will add readme file and I will create repository. So now my repository is created. Now I have to clone it to my local. I have taken the SSH from here. I will make a directory, for example test. So I am using Linux operating system. Even if you are using Windows, the Git commands will be same. I will go to test repo. Now I will clone it here, git clone, and this. Now you can see it is asking for some private key. Now I didn't have put my SSH key to my GitHub, so I have to do that. After I will do that, this issue you will not face. And even if you forget your passkey, I am telling you how to create a new one. So I have some commands here with me. These are some commands for generating new key. This is SSH keygen, for example, we will do, and I will write my email here. I have written my email here. Now it is generating your key. So if you want to save key at a particular address, you can do that. I am not doing, I am just writing enter. Then I want to overwrite my key. Yes, I already have one key. I have overwritten my key. I have deleted my key just to give you a glance how to do it. Now I will add this SSH key to my SSH agent. You can just use these commands I will give you. Now identity added. You can see now identity is added. Now I have to copy this and add it to my GitHub. So this is my key, local key. Just copy this. Go to your GitHub account. Go to the settings. In the settings you will find your SSH and GPG keys. Go there and add new SSH key. I will just add, for example, home key. This is my new key. Just paste it here and add this SSH key. Now you have to write your password here to add new key. Not now. Now my key is added. You can see it here. As soon as your key is added, now if you do git clone, now you are able to clone it from remote. Now I have cloned my repository. So this is my repository test repo 1. Now to explain you, for example, there are two people working on a project. So on the left side I have user 1, on the right side I have user 2. What I have done, I have kept it here test repo 1 for the first user, and this is a git repo basically. If you go to test repo 1, and you will do git status, you can see that you are on branch main, nothing to commit, clean. So it is a git repo. Now I will make another directory, test repo 2. So this test repo 2 will be, now I have come to this test repo 2 and I will use the same command git clone. Why I am cloning it to two places, you can ask. It's basically I want to replicate the same behavior that actually happens in the real world. So basically there are 2, 3, 4 users that are working in the same repository, and then conflicts happen and everything happen and we get into some errors. So just to replicate that, I have done this. When I will go to my folder directory, it's test repo, you can see there is test repo 1, in which this is a git, and this is a test repo 2. Inside this there is this test repo 1. So we'll just cut it here and just paste it here. And so now we have two test repo 1 and this is test repo 2. So this test repo 1 is left side of terminal used by user 1. This test repo 2 is right side of the terminal. This is used by user 2. cd test repo 2. Okay, now we'll start. First we will do git branch. You can see we are in main branch. On the user 2 side we will do git branch. You can see we are at main branch. Now we will make a new branch. For example, I will make git. How to make a new branch? Git checkout -b. Now your new branch name. So for example, this is test1 branch, test branch 1. For example, this is my branch 1, and this branch will take reference from the main branch because we are at main branch now. Switch to new branch. Now you will see git branch. You can see you are at test branch 1, but here still you are at branch main. Now if you want to switch, you will see that you are not able to see the test branch 1 at the user 2 side. Why? Because on the user 1 side I have already made branch, and this is in my local repository, not in the remote repository. First I have to push it to my remote repository, then only I am able to see it here at the other user side. So what I will do git push. You can see that the current branch has no upstream branch. Why? Because when you make a branch in your local, then you have to set an upstream branch, that which branch will going to be updated in the remote git repository. So this is how you have to do it. Git push set upstream origin test branch 1. So here origin basically means the branch which is at remote side. Once I will do that, it will push to that branch there in the remote repository. And now we have new branch, you can see, at the remote also. Now once I will do git branch, you will see still it is not coming. Why? Because this is the local. I have to do git pull on the user 2 side to get that branch. Git pull. Now you can see I have done git pull. You can see that here new branch, test branch 1 is coming. Now just do git branch main. Now just switch to another branch, git checkout test branch 1. Now to git branch. Now you can see you are also at test branch 1. So why this happens? Because here we are doing changes in the on the remote side. First I have to set the upstream branch, that which branch is going to update at the remote side. Remote basically means the online GitHub repository. Local means my local GitHub repository. Here also I am at my local. So first I have to do git pull to pull from the remote side, and then my local got updated. Now let's do some things. First I will in this test repo 1. Test repo 1. What I will do, I will make new file. For example, test1. I will make some CPP file here. For example, this is my CPP file, and I will just copy paste one CPP code here from my codes. For example, this is my code. I will just go to test repo 1. This is test1.cpp. I will just paste this code here, nothing more than that. Save. Then I will come here, I will see ls. So there is this test1 cpp. And now it is at my remote. What I will do now, I will first I have done some changes in the local area. Now I have to push it to the remote part. What I will do, I will see git status. So you can see git status, there is this test1 which is untracked for now. So we have to add it first. So this added it to my history, and then I will do git commit -m, and I will write the commit added test1 like this. This is my git commit, and I will do git push. You can do like git push origin and then do test branch 1, but as I am already in test branch 1, you can directly do git push. Now you can see that it is pushed to my remote repository, remote git repository from the user 1 side, but users 2 does not have any idea about what has happened in on the remote side and all. If you see here, it doesn't know that there exists one test1.cpp which is updated from here user 1 side. So now some conflicts can happen. But here it is from user 1 side, it is fine. Now for example, this user 2 added another test2.cpp from his side. Then see what will happen. I will do ls here, then I will add touch test2.cpp. Now the user has added test2.cpp. I will go to my folder, I will see test2, you can see test2. So I will again add this code here. Now see what will happen. Now user 2 had made some changes, but he is also at the same branch. Now he will try to push it to the repository, then see what will happen. So I will do git status. This is untracked file. I will do git add first, done. Then I will do git commit. I will add the commit added test2. Now I did test2. Now I will do git push. See what will happen. Now you can see this type of things happens. Updates were rejected because the remote contains work that you do hint then not have locally. This is another repository pushing to the same level. That is what happened because we have pushed something from here. Now what has actually happened? I will just let you know. Just do git reflog. Now you can see the head, where the head of the branch is. Head of the branch is at commit edit test1. Now do here git reflog. You can see the head of the branch is at edit test2. So the head of two branches are basically divergent. On the user 2 side, the head is at test2. So git, how git works is basically it maintains a head pointer, and head pointer must be to one place only in all the git repositories. But it has come to recent head, that is edit test2. That is the recent commit, and here it is at edit test1. So now what to do? Basically first what we have to do is we already done one commit, so first we have to reset that commit. So how to do it? So what I will do git reset, and I will explain you what this soft and hard is. Soft, and then I will go back head, and I will go one step back. Now do git reflog. You can see that reset moving to head 1. Moving to head 1 means we have moved our head one step back, one commit back basically. So we have done one commit here, but I have not done it. Now I have my local changes as such. First what I will do, I will just put aside my local changes. I will fetch the current changes in the remote repository, and then I will merge that to my current changes, and then I will push it to my remote repository. So how does that happen? You can do git stash for keeping your local changes. So I have just done git stash to keep my local changes. Then what I will do git fetch. What it will do, it will fetch the current things from the remote repository. Now it knows that what are the changes in the remote repository, that there is something added to branch 1 from user 1 side. Now it knows everything. Then we have to do git merge. Now it will merge it, my local changes as well as my, now I will do git stash pop. So you see this is the new file, git stash pop. Now I can do again, I can just again commit this file, git commit added test2 and merged test1. Now I have done all the thing, just commit it, then do git push. Now you can see it is now pushed. If I go, this is my repository basically. If I go to test branch 1, now this is my test branch 1, you can see that test 1 CPP and test 2 CPP. If you see what are the three commits that happened. So initial commit, then edit test1, then edit test2 and merge test1. So I have done one commit, also edit test2, but that is not showing here. Why? Because I have took my head one step backwards. Now everything is fine from user 2 side, but there is a problem from user 1 side. Why? It doesn't know that there is test2 that is added. So if I do git status it will show everything clean, because it doesn't know that there are some changes that happen to remote side. So for that I have to do git pull. Now you can see that one file changed. There are some insertion which are there. Now if you do git reflog, and here you do git reflog, now from both side you can see the last commit here is edit test2 and merge test1. From user side you will see that pull fast forward. Fast forward basically means it has forwarded the head to the current head, and where the current head is, it is at commit this edit test2 and merge test1. So now both are fine. Now both the users can use. So this is one of the biggest challenge you will see while maintaining the GitHub. Now we will go to next thing. Okay, so let me explain you what I have done with that soft. I have already done this command git reset soft head1. So there are two things basically, soft and hard. Here you can write soft and hard. So what soft basically does, in the commit it will take one step back inside the commit, but in the local repository that changes are there. But if you don't want to keep the local changes also, you want just delete all the changes you have done from user 2 side, you can do hard here. What happens when you do hard? With the help of hard, local changes are also reverted back, as well as the remote repository also came back to, like, just jump back to one step backward. So it is very important to maintain this head always pointing at the same point from all user side. If this head is same from all user side, then you never will face any conflict in your git. And there is also a git log command where you can see what are the logs that are done. So this is the initial commit, this is edit test1, and this edit test2 and merge test1. So you can see that the history is very linear, but we have also done some commits, but that does not reflected here in the git log. Now everything is linear in this history, and if you see that git log here also everything is linear. That is because we have just jumped back one step backward. We will take next challenge, that is, what if you have done some commit and pushed it to your repository, and now you have to take that commit back. How to do it? So let's step to that. So from user one side, what I will do, I will make another file, that is test3.cpp. So now user had make test3.cpp. This is the folder, this is test type of 1. So user made test3.cpp. Again I will add the same code there also. Now I will check here git status. You can see that there is this file. I will add this. Git commit is done. Now I will do git push. Now I have pushed it to the main repository. You can see here, if I just refresh it here, you can see edit test3 comes here. If you go to the code side, you can see test3 is here. Now how can I revert this change if I have already done changes to my remote repository? So for that, first of all, check git log. So now where I am edit test3, and if you do git reflog, you can see where the current head is. So the current head is as edit test3. Now what I want to do, I have to take my commit step one step back. So I will do same thing. I will do git reset. Now for now I will just keep my changes in the local soft, and I will take head 1. So I can take head to any step, like for example, if you want to take head to this part, so you can directly do head at the rate this, directly put it here, so head will come to this part. So that you can do, but for now I am taking one step backward. Now head is one step backward. See git reflog. Git reflog, you can see that reset moving to head 1 means head is moving one step backward. Now do git log. You can see that 1, 2 and 3. Now earlier you have this commit edit test3, but as I have moved one step backward, this test3 is like deleted from the log. Now what we have to do, we have to do git push. Let's see what happens. See, updates were rejected because the tip of your current branch is behind its remote counterpart. Why? Because at the remote we already pushed it. But in the local repository we moved one step backward. So then what happens is the tip of my remote part is one step ahead, but the tip you can see here, like if you go to the commits, you can see the tip is at edit test 3, but in my local the tip is at edit test 2. Again the head is divergent because my head, it has one step backward from its remote counterpart. So how to deal with it? See, so what I will do, I have to force it to push. See, now by using this force, what it will do, just check here, git log. You can see that the last commit is edit test 1. Now go to remote and see what happens. See, edit test 2 and merge test 1. So again with the help of force, what it has done, it has forced that change the tip of your remote repository to the tip of your repository in the local. So then you have to use this force, git push force. So this is the second thing we generally face in this while using the git repository. Now this everything happens from user 1 side. User 2 is not aware what has happened from user 2 side. So whenever for example you are user 2, so whenever you are starting doing any changes, just do git pull before doing any changes. So it will pull the current changes into your local remote repository. See, already up to date, means nothing is there because now the history is linear. Even I have added test 3 and then remove test 3, then also everything is clear. You can go to your folder test. You can see that the test 3 CPP is still there. So if you do git status, you can see there is still a file test3.cpp. So what you can do while taking the head back, for example, again I will do. Now I will show you what happens. For example, git commit -m. I again do edit test 3. So git commit happens and I will do git push now. Okay. Now again I have push. Now what I will do, I will do git reset, and now this time I will do hard reset. Hard reset and git step back by one step. Head is now at this part. Now I will do git push with force. Now with force I have updated. Now go to your this, you will see that there is no commit edit test 3 because I have done. But now go to your local, you will see that there is no test3.cpp. But when we have done soft reset, we have our local file there. But when we have done hard reset, it will remove it from your local repository as well as your remote repository. Next issue we will deal with is the merging branches issue. So for example, this user 2 git branch, it is a test branch 1. So now my user 2 will make another branch taking reference from test branch 1. So git checkout -b and it will make new branch, that is test branch 2. Now it has made another branch. Git branch it has made. Now first I have to push this branch to remote. So just git push this branch. Now again same issue, you have not set the upstream, so just set the upstream here. Now okay, the branch is pushed at the remote side. Now I will do some changes to this branch. First I will do ls, so they are test1 to test1.cpp, test2.cpp. Why it came? Because it has taken source from test branch 1. So all the things of test branch 1 are there. Now I will add here test3.cpp. Now test3.cpp is here. At remote second side, test3.cpp is here. Okay, I will add this thing here. I will save it, and now my test3.cpp is here. Now what I will do, I will do git commit first I will do git status, always check the status, then I will do git add everything, just add, then I will do git commit -m and I will write the commit added test 3, then done, and I will do git push. Now it has pushed to the remote repository. I will do git status. Okay, done. Now I am on the user 1 is at test branch 1, user 2 has done changes to test branch 2. Now for example, user 1 has done some changes in test branch 1, so I will add here touch. For example, I have added here test4.cpp. now I have added here test4.cpp. to this user 1 has added test4.cpp. just add the code here. Now what I will do git status and I will do git branch. So I am at test branch 1. So first of all, now I will do git pull and see what are the branches here, but just take care, I have this change here test4.cpp, but the user 2 has told me that he has done some changes to another branch. Just take that branch and merge it with your branch and then update with your changes so that user 2 can take it. And so how to do it? I will do git pull. So while pulling, you can see that there is another branch. Now just try to switch to this branch, see what happens. Git checkout test branch 2. I am trying to switch to this branch. Now it has switched to another branch. I will do ls. I can see that there is test 1, test 2, test 3 and test 4. How does it happen? If you see git log, you can see there is no commit for edit test 4. Then how is it coming? Because this is my local repository. If you see git log, if you see ls, if you do ls here and you add branch 2, you will see there is no test 4 here, because I have not added and committed it to my remote repository. Now how to do it? First of all, I have to see this is branch 2. So I will go again back to my branch, git checkout test branch 1. Then I will do ls. I will see that test 3 is not here, and I have to merge the changes of branch 2 to my branch. But first of all, I will do git fetch. I will fetch that branch here, that is test branch. Git fetch origin test branch 2. I will fetch it. Now I will fetch the branch, and I will do git merge origin test branch 1. Now see, do ls. You can see there are all the things. Now I have merged it with my current branch and I will do git status. You can see test 4 is still not committed. Why? Because I have not committed it. So I will add this one. I will do git commit -m and I will do added test 4. Now I did test 4. Now I will do git push. Now I will do git log. Now you can see that I did test 3. Now I did test 4 also came. And this came from branch test branch 2, and I have merged it to test branch 1. You can see that it came from this branch, and this is now the head is at this. So if I go to git checkout test branch 2 and then I will do git log, you can see edit test 3. Test 4 is not here. But if you do go to git checkout test branch 1 and now you will do git log, then you can see there is test 3 and test 4 here, because everything is merged to branch 1. Here we are at branch 2. Go to branch 1. And do git pull, then you will get everything. See, test 3, test 4, everything is added. So these are the fundamentals of Git and some of the challenges you will face while doing the development. So this is from my side. Thank you, and I will come up with some more challenges in my next video, so stay tuned for that.